Hi, it's Peter Johnson, the Time Retriever, here with our weekly time tip. Do you find that people come to you to help solve their problems all the time? They've got issue, this issue, they've got that issue, or something's gone wrong and they need you to help you come and solve it? Are you the person that says, look, leave it to me and I'll sort it out later? Or, okay, let's go and have a look and let's go and sort it out. Do you know, when you take those actions, you are now taking on their problem rather than helping them solve their own problem. When someone comes to you with a problem that they need a solution for, today onwards, do not give them the solution. Don't give them the answer on how to solve it. But I want you to start to ask them a series of questions that will help you teach them how to solve their own problems. Now, it's not about being nasty, it's not about being awful. It's about teaching people to become far more valuable to you and your business and everyone else around you. And you teach them to become more valuable by teaching them how to actually solve their own problems and be able to get on with it instead of coming and interrupting you and everyone else all the time. To do that, we just want you to ask a series of questions. When someone walks in the door, all I want you to do is say to them, okay, so exactly what is the problem? And remember to ask them to get the full picture. There's nothing worse than acting on half the information and looking like a fool because you did. The second question you'll ask them is, okay, what caused it? What caused this problem? They might not always know the answer, but if they do, it's much quicker, much easier for you to help them how to solve it. The third question we want you to ask is, okay, what do you think are the solutions? Give me at least 3 ways that you can solve that problem. And make them start to think about how they can solve it, not how you can solve it. Because remember, you're asking them to give you the solutions, not you to give it to them. And when they've come up with some solutions, you can ask them which one do they think is the best. When they tell you that, you can ask them to think, well, okay, why is that better than the other solution? Why would that be better than doing this? And all we're doing is asking them to think deeper on this problem and the solutions they've got to make sure that they get a better solution. Don't forget, there's always more than one way to solve a problem. And if you just jump in with the first answer, sometimes you end up with a bigger mess than what you started with. So we want them to give us at least 3 solutions, which one's the best, and you play devil's advocate to drill down and get them to actually clarify why it's better than the other solutions. All along you can help ask questions that lead them to the right answers, but do not give them the solution. Teach them how to find the solution themselves. Once they've got the right, what we believe is the right one, then let them go and do it and they can come and tell you how it went. What I did when I first started doing this was I identified the person that interrupted me the most in my day, and that was Gibson, my spare parts manager. And when I found out why he interrupted me through asking questions, we were able to find a solution, get him some training on spare parts, and take his interruptions from 7 to 9 interruptions a day down to 1 or 2. That's what can happen in your day. If you start to teach people how to solve their own problems just by asking those series of questions, you can then start to get time back in your day because they don't need to come to you all the time. Over time, they will start to get to solve their own problems. Yes, it does seem like a bit of effort in asking those questions, but it is a quick process. And I can guarantee you, if you actually put the effort in, you'll start to notice over time that they come to you less and they actually start to get things done themselves, and they also understand the way you would have done it, so therefore they get to do it a lot. They actually get to be able to do it in the manner that you would, so therefore the correct answer and solution each time. So remember, to be able to stop the interruptions in your day, when people come to you with problems they've got, don't give them the solutions. Ask them a series of questions that enable them to find the answers and the solutions to that problem, and you will teach them how to do that forever. Bye for now.